What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Oh yeah, guys. Last episode, we went to the Deep Dark, and the Deep Dark is a great place for us to get resources. Yes, especially now that we have a digital miner, and we have the ability to use wireless power, we can pretty much just fly all over the place, slap that thing down, whatever ores we need, whatever resources we need, they're at our fingertips, and we saw that we can speed it up using the time in a bottle. So I just got done making a couple of more induction cells for our induction matrix multi-block battery thing here. Yeah, I put two more of the ultimate induction cells in there so we can hold 614 GURFs now, which is a whole lot of power. I want to make sure that we have plenty of power storage for the future. Yeah, our extreme reactor is pretty much going nonstop all the time, just pumping out power. I want to make sure we have plenty of place to store that. And yeah, I decided that we should upgrade this. But in doing so, we ran out of resources like redstone. Well, now we got 19,000 of it. We ran out of other resources like iron. We were down to about 6 blocks. Yeah, very, very low on the iron situation here. I just went to the Deep Dark. And right at the very start where we enter, I put down my digital miner, I put in iron ore, and there was like 2,000 of it that I was able to harvest. Like, it's absolutely crazy the amount of ore that we can get for like very, very quickly now. So yeah, we pretty much never have to mine again, which is fantastic. We've done plenty of that earlier on in the pack, and I am glad that we don't have to do it anymore. So I was kind of going through the quest book here, looking at things that we can do. Yeah, we got a lot of quests that are like earlier on, things that we probably should have knocked out by now. Like, for instance, these MV energy cells. We've made these a lot. We've made the HV ones. We have auto crafting for them. They're used in other things, but we never actually put these in our inventory, right? So let's make an MV energy. MV capacitor is what they're called. Yeah, so we'll put that into here, and then we'll do the HV one as well. We have these on AutoCraft. Yep, but we just, like I said, never put them on our person because we've just been using those in other crafting recipes, so we never got credit for having them. Okay, there we go. So now we should get both of those, I think. Oh, actually, those require us to have other things, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I didn't actually look at what was required. That's immersive engineering. That wants us to have like the MV wire coils, MV wire connector, MV relay. So let's do this. Immersive MV. So yeah, all of these different things. If we search for MV here, we only have that. We're never going to use these connectors. We're never going to use the relays. Yeah, we got better ways of doing this. MV wire coil. We do need electrum wire things. So electrum. Let's grab 2 ingots and we'll throw it over here on whichever one does the wire. It's not these. I have no idea which ones they are. I'm not even going to bother making a pattern for these because we're never going to use these. There we go. That should be 4 of them. That should be enough to do that recipe. I think the other ones require steel if I remember correctly. But yeah, let's just make those. So there's the MV wire thing. So that should complete that quest. All right, so that one's done. Let's get the MV stuff out of here. So now we need to do the same thing for the HV, I can only imagine. HM? HV, let's collect this one. And this guy. So yeah, we need the HV wire coil, wire connector, and the relay. That does require this insulating glass, which we might have. We do. Awesome. HV wire connector and the wire coil. So that's steel and aluminum. So steel, let's craft up like 10 steel. We only need 1 ingot, but might as well craft up a little bit extra. It doesn't cost that much more time to do it. Okay, well, I guess aluminum, while we're waiting on that, just 1 aluminum ingot, 1 steel ingot. Do we have them? Right there. Perfect. Okay, so both of those guys, we just put it on the wire thingy. Like so, and like so. Awesome. So back to this. I know I have the wireless thing and I could just craft it over there, but yeah, whatever. All right, so we should have everything now for the HV one. Nice, so that one's done. Claim it, and we get to pop these things. What kind of food items we're going to get today? A railgun. Delicious. Okay, it says that's an epic reward. I'm not actually sure what this is for in the mod. I've never used it before as far as I remember. And then lapis. Yeah, we have 4 lapis building blocks, which we could chisel to something that's a little bit more useful, I'm sure. So let's get back to this. Yeah, so this is all done. Oh, you know what? Yeah, these other things in my inventory. Right. Last episode, we also set up the void ore miner tier 3. Yeah, well, I let this go for a little while with the blue laser lens on there, and we have collected all the palladium that we needed. Yeah, so we only needed about 100-ish for making all of the blocks, and then 6 more of them. These are weatherproof. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and then we need 6 more, I guess 6 times 9 more for these blocks. But yeah, we're way above what we needed for moving on to the tier 4. So we should move on to the tier 4. So let's take a look at the digital guide once again. So going from the tier 3 to the tier 4, it's the same amount of the structure frame blocks. We do need 4 more structure panels. I've already pre-made those. We needed 4 more modifiers. I made 4 more of the null modifiers. We have that. 1 more laser core. Yeah, and then we got to make the thing itself. So let's just go ahead and take this all apart. And then grab these guys, because I don't think they go in the same location. Okay, all of this. We do need this guy. And all of these, of course. All right, so the controller will end up going back here in the same spot. But yeah, we need all those blocks, or at least we needed the structure frames in here to make the structure frame tier 4s. And we need 56 of those. Yep, that just requires some emerald, some nether quartz, and some of the palladium. So we can just go and craft those up real quickly. Very good. So we have everything except for the controller. So void ore miner controller. Tier 4. There it is. And we just dropped this little guy in there like so. And there we go. Awesome. So now we have upgraded to yet another tier of the void ore miners. So if we go back to environmental tech, so we did that. Oh, it wants us to have the palladium in our inventory, which we haven't done. Let's put that in here so we can get the quest complete. Okay, so there's that. And then we should get the quest complete. Yeah, structure frame, and then the void ore miner. Awesome. Okay, so we just need to put this guy right back here. And I need the assembler. All right, and just right click on this. I don't know if I have to remove any more of those floor blocks or if it's gonna like just build it underneath or how this works. I think we might be okay the way it's set up. I guess we'll find out if it can't completely build this structure or not. We also will have to make sure that it's using the correct amount of the speed modifiers. It says assembled true. Okay, so we're using 32,000 FE per tick right now. And we're just using 2 speed modifiers. That's not bad. Duration 39. So every 2 seconds it gets some kind of an ore. Okay, so the tier 5 is going to require us to have Ionite. So let's take a look at that. How do we get Ionite? That is from the void ore miner tier 4 using the light blue laser lens, and that is 7.68% chance. So we need to do light blue lens. All right, so we need to do clear lens like so, and then put it with some light blue. Do we even have light blue? We do. Awesome. Okay, light blue. So get rid of that one, replace with this one. Now we should be farming up that Ionite, and we will be able to get to the tier 5. Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. So the tier, I think it's tier 5 or tier 6. I want to get into mystical agriculture, but in order to do that, we need prosperity. This stuff. Okay, so we do need the tier 5 in order to get that. So with the light gray laser lens, we can target that. So yeah, the tier 4 is just yet another stepping stone to get to the next tier. So I want to make sure that we're progressing through these things. Probably should have done this a lot sooner than what we did, but you know what? we're able to do it now, and it doesn't take super long to get to where we need to be. And look at that, we've already got an Ionite. Does that give us a quest complete? That does. Awesome. So back to here. Yeah, we're going to have to make the structure frame tier 5s. I think that does make the structure larger. When we get to that point, we go from a 4 to a 5. Yeah, we have to have 72 structure frames. Oh man, that's a lot more. Less of the structure panels, more of the modifiers, one more laser core as always. And then going to the final tier, the tier 6. This one is used for getting rare ores according to the tooltips or the JEI information. So I don't know how necessary it is for us to get to that stage just yet, but I'm trying to push us to get to tier 5 so we can get into that prosperity ore. Yeah, that's going to be pretty important. So let's grab these guys here. Kind of do the old round robin thing. I don't know why they have 3 different choices. They should just have like one chest to rule them all. Anyway, so we get nether bricks. We get ourselves growth accelerators. Grows plants above it faster. We get 2 of those. What's the recipe on that? Inferium, Prudentium, a crystal growth accelerator. 2 mana diamonds makes 2 of those. Interesting. Okay, go on. Oh, an eye chisel. All right, that's not bad. And then what? 2 eye chisels back to back? Ah, okay. Well, you know what? At least it's not food, right? So we got that going for us. Hey, look at that. We're already up to 8 of the Ionite crystals. We're getting those quite quickly. I wonder how many... Hold on. Let's go back to the digital guide. If we look at this, if we want to go to the tier 5, we are going to need 75 structure frame. So structure frame tier 5. We need 70... Oop, game lagged. That was quite the lag. Did I say 75? Oh man, I can't remember now. It is 72. Okay, so 72. And that means that we are going to need how much of the Ionite? We're going to need 144. So we got 10 of them apparently. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of time for us to do it. It's just going to be a waiting game. We should definitely move on and find something else to do. All right, so looking at the quest book, we have a bunch of random quests that we can do, but none of them that we really need to do. I was kind of just going through and just looking. Besides like doing Botania and blood magic stuff, we haven't really touched RF tools, and we haven't unlocked advanced rocketry. So advanced rocketry will also lead us to getting prosperity shards. It will get us some of these other ores and things that we can't really get any other way. More draconium this way. Yeah, I think it might be worthwhile for us to do that. But in order for us to proceed, we have to unlock the gate. So in order for us to unlock the gate, we have to make ourselves a machine structure. So let's take a look at this. Machine structure. Okay, so this guy requires us to have iron shafts. So this means we're going to have to start getting into IC2 a little bit more. That looks like the only way to do this. We need elite plating, which requires crystal binder, boron ingots, and then DU plating, which is uranium 238. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more involved than I was initially thinking here. So we will actually, it appears, we're going to have to get into more NuclearCraft. Okay, well, that's fine. Wait a second, what am I clicked on? Yeah, so we're going to need the elite plating, which requires DU plating, advanced plating, which we've already made. Yeah, the DU plating, this is the interesting thing. So we need uranium 238. This is not the IC2 version. This is the NuclearCraft stuff, not the oxide, this one. So to get this uranium 238, how do we do that? Okay, so it looks like uranium and an isotope separator will give us both uranium 238 and a tiny clump of uranium 235. So an isotope separator appears to be the first stepping stone for what we're trying to do here. So back to the NuclearCraft section. Isotope separator, yeah, there is a quest for that. So let's go ahead and look at making an isotope separator. We'll put this on where we're trying to go. Isotope separator. This guy. All right, let's bookmark that. All right, isotope separator appears to be fairly easy to do. I don't know if we have this stuff on AutoCraft or not. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I wanted to come in here and do this. Oh, we need more blank patterns. Okay, I should probably craft up like 100 more of those because I'm sure we're going to need those eventually. So this is the isotope separator. Can we craft this? This is missing the machine chassis. And to make that, we need another recipe. So let's learn how to do one of those. Okay. Place that right into here. And isotope separator, can we craft that now? Looks like we have everything. It's just doing its thing here. Just need to crush down some nether quartz, apparently. Oh, no, that was for the other thing. Yeah, okay, here we go. So that is now done. I made the advancement, nuclear refinement. Oh, yeah. So this guy does require those speed upgrades and the energy upgrades. It might be a good time for us to learn how to do those. That is from which mod? This one. So this, oh, it's just NuclearCraft. Okay, so that one, nuclear upgrade. Yeah, we need both of these. Okay, yeah, let's learn how to do these things because I know we're going to be wanting to upgrade our machines fully. So we will do that. One of those. This guy, I think the system knows how to make all that stuff. Okay, so we'll just place those in here along with our NuclearCraft things that we just made. Awesome. All right, so now that we have the ability to speed this machine up, now we need to hook it up so we can do some auto crafting for it. Now, I know NuclearCraft gets a little involved, and we're going to need some room for this stuff. I forget, did we already have some NuclearCraft stuff set up over here? Is that what these machines were? We have a melter. No, I guess it's not really NuclearCraft over here. It's just a bunch of different things. So, yeah, we got to figure out where we're going to put this. I guess we could start using this space right here. Really, we've only been using this for making the dry rubber. We could move this whole setup. But yeah, let's start looking at doing that over here. So we'll put our isotope separator over here. I need to hook up the applied energistics. So yep, let me go ahead and start getting some stuff hooked up here. We'll get an interface on there, get ourselves a P2P, get all that stuff going, and we'll be right back. All right, so we have our isotope separator hooked up over here with an interface, nothing fancy. It's just connected to the system. So now we need to make ourselves a pattern for this thing. So let's do a processing pattern. So we want to make uranium-238, I think is what it said that we wanted. So that was this guy right here, and it said that we can do it in this recipe. So if we click here, we could take one uranium ingot, turn it into 238 and a 235. So that's what we want it to do. So we can put that in the isotope separator. And there we are. So if I request a uranium 238, I think we got that one from the chests, the dragons. Yeah, the fire dragon, like their treasure chest thing, whatever. Anyway, so let's do this. I'm not sure how long that takes without any of the upgrades. Oh, you know what? It's going to take a very, very long time for this if we don't give it power. Yeah, that's a thing as well. So we also need, what is it? A flux point? Just throw that right there. Okay, so now it's cooking. So that doesn't take a whole long time, does it? Speed upgrade. Let's give it... I'm going to make 16 speed upgrades, and I'm going to make 16 of the energy upgrades. Guess we need 12 more of those. Oh, I never told it how to make weighted pressure plates. Okay, so that's... I'll go ahead and do that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and just make these up real quick. Okay, so we need energy upgrades. What are we doing? Oh yeah, it's got to grind down another quartz, and it's got to grind down a little bit of obsidian for this one. Very good. All right, so there's those guys in here. So this costs 17,000 RF per tick to do this, but it should go really, really quickly. So 2, 3, whoops. I want to do 2, 3, 8. Let's tell it to make, how about 10 of them? Yeah, that goes quite quickly. Okay, very good. So now that that's all hooked up, let's see. We have the 2, 3, 8s. So the machine structure required us to have that stuff. Yeah, so we can make an auto crafting pattern for that now. That's not a big deal. And then we need to do boron ingots and crystal binder. What's crystal binder? Magnesium dust, obsidian, calcium sulfate, and crushed yes, whatever that is. That's the, isn't that ruby or something? I thought one of the recipes was taking a ruby and you could crush it. Oh no, it was granite. That's what it is. Oh boy. Okay, so now we got to figure out how to get that. Oh yeah, that's what it is. So a ruby gets turned into those using the laser or... All right, there's a little bit more left in this. Let me go ahead and get the crafting pattern set up here. And then when you tell it to auto craft, it'll be a lot more clear what it is that we have to set up for the auto crafting. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so it looks like we are going to have to make the signalum cell frame full, which means we need the signalum cell frame, the reinforced cell, the empty one, and the hardened cell. So these are all things that we've done before, and we could look at auto crafting this depending on how many of these we need in the future. I feel like it'd be kind of a waste of time to set up an auto craft for these things if we're only ever going to have to make them 3 or 4 more times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see anything that looks like we're going to need hundreds of these. So for now, I think we're just going to set it up this way. Okay, so there is the hardened cell frame. And so we have that one done. So we have to turn that into the reinforced one, which requires us to have all of this stuff. So that means we need a redstone conductance coil, which we have. We need 2 silver gears, which is easily craftable. I guess we could set up recipes for this, but again, like this electrum large plate, I don't think we're going to be making that. Oh, you could do it this way. Oh, well, maybe we could set up an auto craft for this then. That's not bad. Let's actually do that. Oh my goodness, this game keeps lagging on me for some reason. So let's do a processing pattern. I didn't know that there was a metal press recipe for that. That's pretty cool. Now I don't know which one the plate one goes into. Not those. And looks like it's this far one over here. Okay, so we can place that guy right there. So now we can make those large plates. Now it does use, I believe, 9 ingots instead of 8, but it's automatic, and I don't have to worry about the smeltery. So I think that's a fair enough trade. So electrum large plate, block of electrum. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, I also did that recipe wrong, didn't I? Okay, so let's do that. Electrum. This guy, the metal press. Yeah, this is saying that it needs this in the pattern, which is incorrect. So we need a recipe that's going to tell the system how to make a block of electrum. So we go back to this one, and then we can do this and make one of these. Okay, so now we have both of those. So metal press, this one goes here, and then we just need to place the block of electrum somewhere. Right there's good enough. So now we should be able to make an electrum large plate. And that should be done pretty quickly. Awesome. Okay, so what else do we need here? We need 2 fluxed electrum plates. We don't have that on AutoCraft. I suppose we can make a recipe for those as well. So that is done in the metal press. And it can also be done in the compactor. I think we're running out of room here, so we'll do it in the metal press. I mean, it's the same exact recipe. It's just a different machine that we're placing it in. Oh, I need to set this thing to processing pattern. Do that. This one. Click it. Get rid of that. Good. All right, so back to metal press. And we can just place that in there. So now we need the fluxed electrum plates, 2 of those. And that should be done quite quickly as well. All right, so the only thing we are missing at this point are these flux crystals. Yeah, this is one of those things, like, how much of this are we going to be making? Do we need hundreds of these, or is this just like we need a few of them here and there? Should I just make them one at a time? These are things that I don't really know. I don't really want to set up dedicated machines to making like the destabilized redstone if we're only going to do it just a few times. So that's where I'm at on that right now. So we need a redstone block plus 1 piece of redstone and 2 diamonds. And these machines over here keep going off because I have this set up to be an automation. Let's get rid of those. That goes like that. Those go in there, and there's our 2 flux crystals. Awesome. All right, so another item done. So there's the reinforced cell frame. Get rid of that. So we have to turn into a filled one. So now we need molten lumium. What is that? 4 ingots? Lumium? I think it's 4. Yeah, it looks like things are happening. Can we speed that up just a little bit? There we go. So there's our reinforced cell frame. So that one's done. Signalum cell frame. So now we need 4 signalum plates. We need more signalum. So let's craft up 10 of those. This is one of those things that I really should craft up, like probably a couple hundred of them. I'll just place 4 of those in there. Okay, signalum cell frame empty. And then we need to put with 40 redstone blocks. Oh my goodness. 40 of these guys in our induction smelter. Okay, so that'll be done here in just a minute. And that should get us to the point where we can make this guy. Now, we were trying to set up the auto craft for this, but it turns out we do have some of these different platings. Yeah, so we have some elite plating, some DU plating, some advanced plating, and some basic plating. But I did make all the patterns for this. So if I wanted to make like 10 more of these platings, so we have everything available to make these other things apparently, except for this crystal binder. So that's something that we're gonna have to worry about at some point. I'm not so sure we need to worry about it right now since we already have these done. So the shaft, I set up the recipe already. So we just need to put in 4 of the iron blocks over into that IC2 machine, and it should craft these up for us quite quickly. That's not bad. And there we go. There's our machine structure. Now, I'm pretty certain we're going to need a lot more of these for the advanced rocketry machines. I think those are pretty common for all of them. So I'll probably end up making a few recipes. I'm not exactly sure how much we need. But yeah, we are getting quite a few quest completes here. So let's take a look at the advanced rocketry. Okay. So the gate is done. That can give us 4 liquid fuel tanks, 1 seed, or 16 titanium. I don't remember how rough it is to make the titanium. That was the one we had to set up the advanced metallurgic fabricator for. So magnesium ore, salt, and carbon plates, and then the liquid chlorine. How much chlorine do we have right now? Oh. I guess I need to place a torch down here, huh? Yeah, need to place a torch down here. There we go. So we are full. Yeah, we got, oh man, we got so much liquid chlorine. I should expand this thing out and let it continue to go. So I don't think we really need to worry about the titanium that much. So what are their other options? 1 seat. That's probably not worth much. What's a liquid fuel tank cost? That's nothing. What is a seat? That's nothing. So we are just going to take the titanium. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It gives us all of these. Again, I think there's a choice reward because there's 3 of them. All right, so we get all of that stuff. So that's pretty cool. So going back to advanced rocketry, we did the hollow projector apparently. So that's going to give us 10 levels of experience, and it says that we have begun the advanced rocketry quest line. Awesome. So titanium we've already made before. It says before you're able to get to space, you can make titanium in the advanced metallurgic fabricator. Titanium can be found in space as rutile ore, so that's going to be awesome. Let's take the bottom loot chest this time. And we get ourselves corned beef breakfast. Yes. Just what I always wanted. We'll put it in the fridge with the others. Oh, that's the first time we've gotten that one? Oh, that is a top tier food, always edible. That's kind of cool, I guess. All right, so let's clean the inventory out. So we have liquid fuel tank, a seat, 16 titanium. We got these machine structures. So the next quest along the line here, we have to do coils and motors. Several multi-block machines in this mod make use of either coils, motors, or both. These come in several tiers, with the more expensive ones making the machine work faster, but any given machine will accept any of them. Okay, so I guess we have to click the checkbox. We'll do that, claim it, pop it. A magical boomerang. Well, we've already got one of those before. I remember playing with it. All right, so moving on from that, we have unlocked the ability to do a bunch more quests. So, precision assembler, cutting machine, crystal laser, electric arc furnace, lathe, and rolling machine. I'm not sure where we start. Let's do rolling machine because that's the one where my cursor was over. Yeah, all of these are like multi-block things. So we have to set up like crafting recipes for all of these, and that's going to help us out with the rest of these because most of the machines use the same multi-block parts and stuff. So anyway, let me go ahead and set up more recipes for these things, and we'll try and make all these things, and we'll be right back. All right, so I started looking at the recipes here. I was going to make the rolling machine, but then if we look at the rolling machine, yeah, it requires these different parts, right? So this item IO circuit board requires these printed logic circuits, the enhanced circuit board, regular circuit board, so all that stuff to make this. But with the precision assembler, you only need one enhanced circuit board, only 3 of those, and then the circuit board as well. So I feel like this is probably where we should start off because it's cheaper to make different items. Yeah, so we're not going to do the rolling machine first. The precision assembler definitely is the thing we should do. And that also requires these same components as well. And it is cheaper in the precision assembler. But the thing is, I think if we're going to do this, we should start looking at automating some of these different components. Yeah. So we're going to want to make like an advanced carpenter and get this automated and things along those lines. But we've ran out of time for today. So we'll be looking at setting up some of these other machines. Hopefully we can do that advanced carpenter. That would be really awesome. I'm tired of using the regular forestry carpenter. It's slow. It's not very good. Anyway, we'll look at doing that either next episode or sometime here in the future. Pretty sure it'll be next time. But yep, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.